Hi guys, welcome back to Skincare Sunday. Dr. Al here at Revital. Today we are talking about things I wish my patients knew in aesthetics. So these are things that I see in the treatment room all the time that sometimes are heartbreaking, that I wish my patients knew before they did things or they had gotten some opinion from me about them. Just because I'm super protective of you all in the treatment room, and I really believe in the less is more approach, as well as evidence-based things. And oftentimes I see the opposite of that. So these are things I wish you guys all knew before you dived into aesthetics. So one thing I wish you guys all knew are there are a lot of things in aesthetics that don't deliver a great result and oftentimes have a lot of risks associated with them, and are super disappointing when it comes to what you see after what you're looking for. So those are the reasons why these things are not in my practice, and I don't have them for that reason. Is I'm definitely a benefits has to really outweigh the risks of any treatment, because your safety comes first in our practice. And I want to deliver, I want to actually over deliver results to you all. So when there are things that are kind of meh result or minimal result, where really surgery is probably the best option for what you're looking for, I'm gonna prioritize that, because your results are most important to me, not just bringing in fad treatments to make money. So please consider these treatments first. Let's have a conversation about what you want to achieve. If surgical treatments are the best option, you will always hear from me about going towards those treatments, even though I don't offer surgery. I'm not a surgeon, because that may be in your best interest rather than these so-called minimally invasive treatments that are going to under-deliver and possibly have a lot of risks associated with them. So please be mindful of that when you're deciding to address any aesthetic problem, and have a conversation, if not with me, somebody who's ethical, that you can trust, who knows the industry really well and knows what's available and what's out there. You guys know I'm always on the cutting edge of what's out there in aesthetics, and I do bring in a lot of new things that do amazing work for my patients, but it's always with your safety in mind and with that delivery of that result in mind as well. Number two thing I wish you all as patients knew is that less is often more. And especially when it comes to hyaluronic acid fillers. In my practice, I do very little filler. There are certain areas where filler is absolutely the necessity and a beautiful thing, like lips, chin projection, so other certain areas of the face, where we can use small amounts of filler to really give a beautiful aesthetic result, facial balancing, etc., lip aging. However, relying on fillers as your major way of rejuvenating or reversing aging is not the way to go. Filler fatigue, thankfully, is becoming a known thing, where years of doing fillers over and over is causing edema, a bloated look, etc., and a very unnatural result in people. So less is more when it comes to fillers, but when it comes to rejuvenation, biostimulators is definitely the more. Reversing aging, reversing collagen loss, working on getting our body to respond and rebuild itself, to stimulation of those tissues is the way to go, and that is the most natural result, and that's usually where I will start when it comes to facial rejuvenation. Okay, third thing I wish my patients knew in aesthetics in the treatment room is that complications can happen in aesthetics, and it is a practice of medicine. We are putting into the face ingredients, chemicals. It is still a medical treatment, and like any sort, so there's still complications that can still happen. You can drop an eye, even in the most experienced hands with the best education and doing it over and over, it can still happen. Thankfully, most complications in aesthetics can be managed well with the right hands, and typically have a good outcome long term, but complications can still happen. Just find your injector who is going to walk you through that and stand by you and is not going to dismiss you when those things happen, and is always going to prioritize safety, obviously, to prevent those complications, is aware of what those complications are and how to manage them when they happen as well. All right, that was a little summary from my side and things I wish you guys knew. It is an incredible field, aesthetics. It is growing tremendously. I am absolutely loving all these new things that are popping up when it comes to natural results, and we are delivering so much more for our patients and keeping them youthful and actually being younger, not making them look fake younger with a bunch of stuffed faces with filler like you're seeing in Hollywood. Everybody's dissolving, right? So we have these incredible things that are going to naturally reverse aging, make you look more happy, more rested and refreshed as well, which is a youthful look. So yeah, don't be afraid to delve into aesthetics. Just keep in mind those things I mentioned to you guys. See you all next time.